Ah! All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Mouthin Out. Today we are in Birmingham, Alabama. Right now I'm here with
G of GMC.
G of GMC. G-E-E.
Yes, sir. Yep.
What is G? That's just, is your actual name start with a G?
Yeah. I don't like calling my real name out.
No, you ain't got to say it, but.
But yeah, I got old George. That's my name. See, that what happen all the time,
No, not that there's nothing wrong with George, but
Then if I call my whole real name out in front of white people, they be like, oh man, George Jones. He was a country singer, so
Right.
he got caught on a DUI on a lawnmower.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. So that's me.
So what? Just people just was like, or did you hone just G, or did people?
I think
just
my mom and my dad, they called me G. First name it started out G the Weedy. That's what they call me, G the Weedy. Because I grew so fast, you know what I'm saying? So it was G, then I grew like a weed, so that's what they call me that.
And where are you from?
I was born in Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah. We grew up in Norfolk, then we moved down here to Birmingham, Alabama.
Dang. When did you move from Virginia?
I was like 2 years old.
Two.
My dad was in the military, as far as the Navy. My mom's from Virginia, so.
You an only child?
Nah, it's three of us.
Three of us?
Yeah.
Sisters, brothers?
Brothers. I got all brothers.
And
I got a stepsister.
And you?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you the oldest.
Yeah.
So you was leading. Everybody was looking up to you.
Yeah. I had to do what everybody didn't want to do.
Right.
Had to watch the little brothers and everything, man.
So you was young when you moved from Virginia, and then you said you went to where?
Yeah, we came here to Birmingham.
To Birmingham.
Straight to Birmingham.
So you lived here since then, basically.
Yeah, and we was back and forth. We always go back and forth.
Right.
If we went to school down here, we summertime we'll go to Virginia.
What is Birmingham like for someone that's never been here before?
Birmingham is real blunt. They're real. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to be careful in Birmingham. Okay. If you can make it in Birmingham, I say you can make it anywhere.
Really?
It's so hard down here.
Like when you say it's so hard, like what? I guess it's hard about it.
I just give you a great example. Like when you see a movie star, any other state, people are screaming and hollering.
Right,
Birmingham, they're just gonna look at you and be like,
really?
I'm a celebrity. What I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get excited over this.
Yo.
It's real
That's
tough,
hilarious.
and you don't have a lot of support down here. I know that's everywhere, but
Yeah.
Birmingham is definitely you don't have a lot of support down here.
Got you.
It's a lot of people that's talented also, so you come across a lot of talent. So turn to a competition.
You said you don't have a lot of support out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of sports
Of each other.
Yeah, just here people don't have a lot of support. So yeah.
So like it's like cliquish. So like.
Yeah, it's very cliquish.
Got
You know
you.
what I'm saying? It's already segregated down here. You have your whites, your blacks. But it's already that. But,
Is it really like that though?
yeah,
out
but
here?
Birmingham is like 70% black. That's a crazy percentage when you go anywhere
That
else.
is definitely a crazy.
In Virginia, I grew up with white,
Yeah.
Mexican, Wymanian, they can be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't see color. We didn't, till we grew up.
But
And I came down here,
It's
man.
completely different.
Yeah, it's different.
And then what did you get into as a kid? Like what? Were you in any sports? Just like what?
Yeah,
Different
I
types of
played
stuff?
all the sports,
Really?
My mom really made us play sports so we could stay out of trouble, but that didn't work that much. But we had a lot of energy, so I played football, softball, baseball,
Right.
Soccer, wrestling, tennis.
Right.
We did a ping pong. We did it all.
Dang.
Archery, hunting. We got property out there in the country, Springville.
So I know you got GMC, but before we talk, we're going to talk about that later. But you also DJ and everything too, right?
Yeah, well, I don't actually DJ no more.
No more.
DJ, but I'm head of a DJ.
Go ahead.
Coalition with QC DJs. So I do more of the promotions. We do more interacting with getting the artists on radio stations, getting them podcasts, interviews, getting them music service out here in the street team. That's how I got linked up with Too Official. He brought our street team over. And we helped. I forgot it was like birthday bash weekend in Atlanta. And ever since then, we've been tight.
I was going to say, as a kid, what was kind of like the first art form that you got into?
Rapping.
Rapping. So he was
rapping.
an artist.
Yeah, I was an artist first.
What was your name? Was it G or was it?
It was G. G of GMC. You know, I always been G. Everything has just been G.
G.
Yeah, that's how you know me. You know, come down here, ask for G. You know, ask for my first name or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
So you was rapping.
Yep.
It's like you wanted to be a rapper, or was it just like everybody's doing it, I might as well do it?
I was pretty cold, man. I told my mom I'm gonna be a rapper. Like when I was in Virginia, they called me Bama. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went to school up there, I used to be in the battles. I was battle rapping, you know, and I was real nice. Like I wrote all the songs. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember your very first rap that you ever recorded?
I don't remember the first rap I
Any
recorded.
4 bars, any bars from it?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't because I wrote so much.
Right.
I also used to write my brother raps. Also, that's how he started out. So I used to write his raps. But we did our first rap on a recorder. You know what I'm saying? When you stick the tissue inside the tape, the cassette player. You know,
Dang.
we recorded our first song there, and you know I lost that. I don't even know. I can't even find the tape no more.
Well, walk me through that experience, like your very first time actually trying to record a track. Give me just like the play-by-play real quick.
Well, it was rough, you know, because first of all, we were kind of poor. We didn't have, you know, the tools to use as far as trying to be an artist. But my mom had a recorder because she used to work at a nursing home, and she used to get a lot of the old equipment they let her get
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
So I grabbed the recorder, you know what I'm saying, and we didn't have tapes. We just played the recorder over the tapes we had already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we re-recorded over the tapes we had, and next thing you know, got us a keyboard. My mom bought us a keyboard for Christmas, and I put the little MDI cord in the back. You know, I figured it out because I was always a kid that wanted to figure stuff out.
That's what I was about to say. Like, how did you know how to do that?
I always experiment. I always thought about it's a better way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really, you know what I'm saying, easy. But to me,
to someone that doesn't know how to do it, it might
to
not.
To me, it's easy, but to
Right.
people that don't know how to do it, you know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Right. And so, how long did you continue doing music?
We did music. I did music all the way up to 2014, you know. And after that, you know, my brother got killed. You know, I got shot too. But 2011, when that happened, and then, you know, I stopped making music for a little while. You know, my world got cold.
What was it? Some street shit, or was it just like? Okay.
Yeah, it was some street stuff. You know, as far as GMC, we was real big in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We started off in the streets first. You know what I'm saying? In Virginia, but then we came down here with it. You know, I always tell people it's not. People like, oh man, I need to move so I can change. No, you ain't changing yourself. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna change the whole situation?
So whatever you're doing, where you are there is probably what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, it's gonna follow
type
you
shit.
if you don't change or try to stop. You know what I'm saying? So came down here and that's what happened. You know, we was on the streets and we trying to mix our music with the streets, and that wasn't working.
Some no limits.
yeah. So and my brother got killed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get all into the details, but when he got shot, that kind of like shut me down for a little while. I didn't trust nobody, you know, and people was like, hey, G, we want music, man. We still want music. And one day I just came out, like 2 years later, and just started making music, you know.
And so that same incident, you got shot in that same incident, or was yours at a separate time? Okay.
I got shot at the same time. He got shot. He got shot in the head, grazed in the head, and I got shot grazed in the side, and got shot in my leg, you know.
So can we talk about you getting shot then? Just like, what is it, like, you know, 'cause I obviously ain't never been shot. What's kind of like mentality after, I know you said you kind of shut down, but like, what's kind of like recovery like what are you thinking type shit?
It's paranoia because you don't know what is about to happen. And when you think about it, you're like, man, I could have lost my life, you know. I was talking to my kid the other day, like, I would not be here, you know what I'm saying? And I just thought, like, man, you 9 years old, you would have never never been here, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it's like being in a war, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go through some stuff, and you're not gonna trust people. You're gonna go in a closet. You're gonna get shut away, man. You're gonna want to cry all the time.
Right.
Really, it's at that time when I woke up and like, I need to get out. You know, what am I doing? I'm just doing nothing. You know, when you realize that you're not doing nothing and you're the only person that can control yourself, you need to get out and start being have motion and get, you know what I'm saying, motivated, you know what I'm saying, to do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying, because you can't just sit there and write, you know, you can't, you know what I'm saying, it hurt me, but life goes on, as you see, and when you look around too, life's still going on.
It's still going on.
People don't really care, they don't come around no more and ask you, you know what I'm saying.
About it.
Yeah, are you okay? So you got to pick yourself up, you know what I'm saying, so when you pick yourself up and you get that motivation back, it's something that teach you, like, you got to keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust everybody, but you got to keep your eyes open, and you always looking around. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I hear a door shut too hard, I'm looking. You know,
For sure.
Yeah,
PTSD,
exactly.
goddamn. Dang, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. That is just that situation, were you putting like a lot of that, were you talking about it in your music, or were you expressing it through your music? After the fact.
The problem was, we didn't know what we was doing, but like I said, when you get cocky, you kind of like it's a sense that you lose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For protecting yourself, you just out here in the free world, just going free. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta I don't like to say humble no more. I kind of watch my words now, but you have to humble yourself down a little bit, because we was putting ourselves out there in the music. And when you're telling all your business out in the music, you got people out there that's gonna watch it. You got jack boys out here. You got folks want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Now we got the police watching.
That too.
Rico,
you know what I'm saying? That too. So I ain't gonna lie. When the incident happened, I go into jail, and the police like, what's going on here? What happened there? What's happened in 2019, 1936?
Yeah, you already know they building the case.
Yeah, how you know this? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of what you do. You know what I'm saying? And watch how you move out there, and don't put your business out in the streets.
All right, so look, first commercial break. Once we come back, we're going to talk a little more about your music journey leading up to today.
All right.
We'll be right back. We are back.
Okay.
So after the passing of your brother, how much longer did you do music?
It's about 3 years. About 3 years.
And you transitioned into DJing, or what did you do after?
Funny thing about that, the story is, I told you when my brother got shot, I didn't trust nobody, so I kind of like stayed in the house, stayed away from people. So around that time, I used to buy a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was from the streets, so I made money. So I used to buy a lot of stuff from the crackheads and all the other people. So I ended up buying a computer, and it had Photoshop on there. It had Premiere on there.
Creative software.
Yep. So I was like, let me start doing graphics, you know what I'm saying? Because we needed graphics for CD covers, and I got tired of asking people for stuff. That's my first thing. I hate asking people for a lot of stuff. If they don't do it, I can get up and do it. Because I'm real talented. All I do is I pay attention, I look a couple times, and it's over with. I go and do it. So start buying software, working on Photoshop, start working on Premiere, making videos, and start getting good at it in between that time. So now I feel like I'm ready. People asking for music. It's 2014, whatever. I start going into the club all the time, Mike's Crossroad, and now we back out there in the streets, and I can make my own CD covers. I can
Everything.
Flyers. I got flyer hookups.
One-stop shop.
Everything. Websites, one-stop shop. We started doing it for ourselves. I didn't want to put myself out there in the streets as far as selling stuff yet.
Right.
Because I'm still learning. But it started looking good. And people were like, hey, G, could you make mine? You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
That's when it happened. So music started coming in 2014, and we did some tracks, you know what I'm saying? A couple of tracks with Ronnie Spencer, legendary Ronnie Spencer. They did the song on UGK. You know what I'm saying? One day you're here, next day you're gone. And Ronetta, the Bar Baby. She sung the Bar Baby.
Right.
Yeah, so that was it, you know what I'm saying? But music career started 2014 and stopped 2015.
So while you're, you coming up with your own designs, flyer printing, you basically putting your whole package together, whatever. Like, when did it kind of click that, I can really make some money and do this for other people? I know you said people started coming to you, can you do this for me? But, some people might just be like, nah, I'm just do it for myself. Like, when did you feel like?
After I stopped in 2015, I was like, hey, man, we've been rapping for a long time, because like in Birmingham, Alabama, there wasn't a big scene out here like that. So I'm like, we've been rapping for a long time, and we're not getting paid for this for real.
Right.
So I didn't have my royalties. I didn't do my registrations. I didn't get no encodes. I didn't get no RC card. I didn't do none of that.
No
sound exchange. Nowhere to track, nothing. So a lot of our music was just out there. We was blowing up. We was also touring with a lot of people. I had my own money, so we was booking like Titty Boy and opening up for them ourselves. We'll book the artists, and then we'll go out and perform for them.
Damn.
So I make the money both ways. But I said, hey, this is senseless, and I want to get some artists, and I want to help them and show them do it the right way. So when I learned how to do all these, get all the pros and registrations and stuff done, I started looking for my first artist. I looked for my first artist, and it was on from there. I could show them what I messed up and didn't do.
Who was the first artist?
Our first artist that I looked out for, because Dre Jackson, you know what I'm saying? He was a A&R down here. It was Lady Luxury, you know. Lady Luxury. They said they was looking for a female artist, and I knew it was my homegirl. We was working for a long time, so I called them down to the Wing Out and RP DJ Jukebox, you know, 95.7 Jam. DJ Jukebox linked her with Dre Jackson, and she went on with Crime Mob. She got signed with Dre Jackson with Crime Mob.
What are some like give me some like tips of how an artist can like catch motion. Like, okay, they're doing a music thing, they done worked on their craft, they got a good sound for it or whatever. Like, how can they catch motion, whether it's a single album or just them themselves?
Okay, the best is different ways. If you got money, it's gonna be kind of pretty easy.
Easier.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have no money, you have to network with a lot of different people. Always keep your face out in the scene. Register your music first. Get some blogs, and also pay for your boosting on Facebook. That's what I can say. If you don't know anything about Google and Google ads and algorithms, all I can say is boost your post.
Right. And that helps.
That'll help you out. Somebody will help you. If you got good music and they see that you're serious about your craft, they're going to come around and help you. Somebody's going to help you along the line, you know. A plan is always mapped out. It's already mapped out. You just have to keep on going and be consistent. Once you be consistent in it, you know, the right people going to fall in line with you and the wrong ones going to fall off. That's a
fact. Who's like some different people you've worked with in your career span?
Okay, when
far.
I'm an industry baby. When I started off, like when 19, when I went to Virginia, that's where I started off doing my promotions at in Virginia. With Def Jam in Atlantic, we used to work with Young Jeezy, Paul Wall, 112, Missy Elliott. We used to work with all of them. Now, I work with a lot of people. I work with QC artists, Ed Dolo, BOA, QG. I deal with a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie, I deal with a lot of artists. It's just a lot of them. Boosie, it's just a lot of artists that we done dealt with.
We're about to go to commercial break, but when we get back, I want to dig a little deeper into that, what it was like working with artists on a major level versus like coming up type of thing. So, all right, We'll be right back after this. All right, we are back. So, you said you did some name dropping of some different artists and teams, labels that you done worked with. What is it like going, like working with people on, you know, that A-list level versus like people on the come up and stuff like that? Like, what are some differences you see in the two?
The difference is the people on the A-list, they're more serious. It's like a business. So if you yourself are on the startup level or you're dealing with somebody on the startup level, it's gonna be real different because the people on the startup level might have to go to work tomorrow. Or I gotta do this. It's like, all right, time out. I got to time out right quick and let me go. I'll be right back.
But the A-list,
oh man, every day you're not resting. They on tour. Okay, get up. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Get up. We gotta get in the car. Hey, what you call it? Oh, he got left. He got left in the next city. You know what I'm saying? It's a fast pace, and everybody is serious about what they do. And once you see how serious they are, it's gonna make you want to get serious. So when you go holler at the people that's on the lower level, you know what I'm saying, artists, and you be like, man, come on, man, you gotta do this and that. And once they don't do it, you like, I ain't got time for it.
Does it kind of help you gauge, like, okay, he's not too serious right now. I'm not gonna put all my energy, et cetera. Gauge who to deal with, who not to deal with.
Facts, and I try not to do that. You know what I'm saying? My partner always, you know what I'm saying, she give me a soft heart with it. But, you know, if you're not serious about it, it's like I said, I can tell. Anybody that's successful in any business, once they get to that level, they can see that a person has potential or they're going to make it or not because they following in the same steps or doing some of the same things that they have done before.
Would you rather have an artist who has talent and no work ethic or work ethic and no talent?
Talent, no work ethic.
Talent?
Because you can build.
Okay.
Because if they got the talent, that means they've been practicing for a minute and they want to do this. So
right.
And sometimes they're gonna listen to you.
Nah, I fucks with that. So when working with this artist or just other artists, let's kind of break down like your role or some roles that you've had in the past, how you've helped them, some things that you've done, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, like I said, I've gotten people signed to record labels. I've gotten people booked with clubs, you know what I'm saying, their first bookings. Right now I deal with artists that's on major level, and I book them with other clubs, get them podcasts done. When they come to Alabama, we can get them seen, heard through the broadcasting radio stations, through the internet radio stations, hottest clubs, hottest DJs, you know. We are the face. Like GMC Promotions is the face of Alabama. We also go outside of Alabama with our street team, you know what I'm saying? So we'll come to your city
and take over.
And help you get, yeah, exactly. That was our name back in the day too, Take Over ENT. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope, bro. That's so dope. And it's needed too. Like
Yeah, guerrilla marketing, man, is very needed. Nobody does it anymore.
they don't. And artists, you know, well, because we so stuck on social media and the internet, but this is a real life too. Like we need to be in people's faces, et cetera, et cetera. And artists, whether y'all really realize that or not, you know, or it might take them meeting someone like you to kind of break that to them. Like
Facts. You go to like South by Southwest, Austin, Texas. What do you see when you go down there and you hit the streets? Number QC posters everywhere.
yo,
QC everywhere.
that is facts. That is something I want to like. I don't know. Kudos to y'all for that, because it's not only that, like, because you go down there, you see everybody else's posters too, but it's not, y'all's posters are not just on that street. Like, you go 10 minutes out, you still seeing a poster.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's how you
Shout
know.
out to Two Official, man. That man, he go hard.
That's how you know.
Shout out to Two Official.
That's crazy. What's some things you got coming up?
We got concerts coming up. We collabing with other promoters in different cities. You know, we got the Alabama Massacre Alabama Massacre and GMC. That's Montgomery coming to Birmingham, Alabama. So artists from Montgomery gonna be here in Birmingham. We got
Dope.
Joe Green. I got Joe Green concert coming up. We got Say the Youth event coming up. You know, Stop the Violence. Trying to bring the whole city out. So if you want to be a part of that, come on. More podcasts. We got our radio station we trying to open up. We also got our print company that we're doing, and also Hush Connections is open for bookings.
So y'all doing a lot.
Yes, we're doing a lot. It's not even everything.
I mean, we're gonna give your social media later, but is there, like, how can people tap in with you? Is there a website also? Any of that type of
Facts.
stuff?
I was just about to say that. If you want to tap in and check out everything that we do have going on, you go to www.getgmcpromotions.com, and we have links from our Facebooks, Instagram, what we got coming up, latest info, hottest video clips, what's going on in the world on the homepage, whatever you want to know.
And so you said you was working with Def Jam at one time, right?
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was cool, man.
And what were you doing?
I was young and I was on the street team. Back in the day, if you wanted to become a rapper or become in the music industry, you had to work the street team. You know what I'm saying? You had to pass out flyers and stuff.
It's kind of like that in the film industry too. Like, you just can't jump and be the director or whatever case may be. You gotta move that equipment. You gotta move that light. You gotta go set up the, and that's kind of like a way to like weed out who's serious and who's not. You know what I'm saying?
That was the same thing with QC. Shot. You can't just jump in and be a QC DJ. Like, these DJs actually go out and be putting up posters,
right?
And they put in the work. You know what I'm saying? With Two Official them. So you have to put in the work. And like I said, you have to show if you 100 if you're gonna be on the team. You know what I'm saying? That's what I liked about QC. Like, you team, okay, you family, and they showing you see that you loyal. Come on over. You know what I'm saying? That's what GMC too. We want family. You know what I'm saying? We want people that's family oriented. Like I said, our group back in the day was GMC Faculty. We spell it FALCUITY, but how I broke it up, me and my brothers and cousins, we broke it up in abbreviations. GMC is to get money click. Faculty is family with unity. You know what I'm saying? That's the meaning for that. So you have to be family oriented and deal with us.
Nah, that's dope. And I think that's a big part of why labels or just groups are successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, their camaraderie, communication, the energy, the synergy, and then once that kind of falls apart, it's like you got a solo artist out there or whatever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
The team's not strong, it's going to split up. Like, most successful team and businesses, the reason they are successful now because they have a solid foundation and they managing each other and handling their situations right.
Right.
And it's a family. They looking out for each other.
That's a fact. What are some of like the hardest things when it comes to music promotion, artist promotion, or just like management?
People don't have the passion that you have. They're not serious about it, you know. Me, I'm coming to help you, you know what I'm saying? I have a real big heart about this, and when you come in and you're not taking it as serious as I am, and this is your career.
How can they expect you to?
I don't know what, you know. And that's for real. That's about success. Like, people only follow people that's successful. Like, if you're not doing nothing, they're not going to follow you. And it's just, people get mad about that, but that's just facts. Like, ask anybody that's successful now. They wasn't following them back in the day while they was on their road and their journey coming up. So you can't get mad about that. That's something that happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on going. And once you reach that plateau, people going to start following you. But you still have to know how to shift people in different positions out the way, because they might not be good for you, you know?
That's a fact. Have you ran into that?
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I got a method for everything, and my method is your favorite 12. I learned this in
Favorite 12.
I'm an internet marketer. I'm with market technology also. I do all this kind of stuff. But your favorite 12, you got to run through 12 people just to keep 2. So, and that's how I done. So every 12 people you run through, you're gonna keep 2.
Keep 2.
So you got to run through another 12 to get 2 more.
2.
So till you get the 12.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna run through about 50 to 60 people.
Till you get your team.
Most people don't like to get hurt. They're gonna stop after the second time. You know, I can't do it no more. People wrong. No, you gotta keep on going.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So what's next for you? Like, what's kind of like your ultimate goal when it comes to GMC promotions, or just, you know, everything that you have planned?
Well, GMC Promotions, we want to be, we don't want to be bought out. We want to be partnered with a major label or a major company.
Right.
I don't care if it's NBC. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to do the promotions for them. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
When an artist or somebody come through, we want to be able to show for them all the way through the city, back to their room, back to their car, back to the airplane.
Handle everything.
Yep, handle everything.
Now that's fire. I mean, are y'all kind of doing that now? Like when
Oh,
they
yeah.
come? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we do that. We the go-to people when it comes to the city. People already know.
Have you, I mean, you do have like your roots here, you know what I'm saying? You're grounded or whatever, but like, have you thought about moving to a different major city or anything like that? I'm sure it's crossed your mind throughout.
Oh, yeah. Actually, moving now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
We made a transition to Georgia, so real soon we're going to be connecting GMC Georgia.
Oh,
You know
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Well, look, it is that time. What are some final words you want to kind of give the audience? Any pieces of advice? Anything else you want to tell them?
Like I said, is you are the company you keep. Stay focused and stay consistent. Don't give up if you want to be successful, because majority of the people that's successful, they never gave up. And my thing is, I never seen a person that has been successful quit. You know what I'm saying? Only quitters quit.
Nah, that's right. You're not going to make it. How can you make it if you
can't
quit?
make it if you quit. It's just
You're not
plain
going to get
simple.
there. No, I fucks with that. Appreciate that. Appreciate you for sitting down. And let me tell you, man, like I said when I first came in, this man put this city on his back. I definitely appreciate you, bringing me out here, but also putting me in touch with these other artists, booking them, et cetera, for sure. How can people find you? Social media.
Like I said, I want to say shout out to the GMC Promotion, the whole team. We work together as a whole, you know what I'm saying? And they can holler at us at getgmcpromotions.com. And my Instagram is GEEOFGMC. All right.
There you have it. I'm your host, Adrian Nyce. This is Mouthin Out, and we are out.
Let go.
Peace.